Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So please remember to click on the button and subscribe. So kwa leo tutafanya do's and don'ts. I think do's and don'ts kwa relationship ni. So one, I don't think when you're in a relationship you should entertain the opposite gender too much, because it will make the other person feel they are not good. They'll feel insecure. It creates insecurity. Remember, once trust is broken in a relationship, it causes a lot of indifferences, a lot of trouble, and to rebuild trust at times, it's so difficult. So guys, remember, trust is a key point, and also communication. Most of our relationships at times zina failing because of communication. So remember, communication is something you should do. And don't communicate with other people too much, especially the other gender, like flirting and stuff, whereby you make your partner feel insecure. Though, remember one thing, if there's an enemy to a relationship, that is a phone. Let your partner's phone be like an onion. You know that anytime you can touch it, it can cause you distress, it can cause you a lot. But you should know one thing. The phone was meant for people to communicate. So you'll find maybe weird conversation, weird things. But there's one thing I've learned. You might sex chat on a conversation in the phone. You might laugh a lot of things, but at the end of the matter, what matters is when you two people meet, don't let what you have been chatting actualize. That is where we fail as human beings. Whatever we have been chatting, actualize, and that is whereby we fail. So I think it is high time we stop izo chats, izo nini. Let us be real to ourselves, real from within us. And also remember another thing. Don't ever. If you have not mastered the maturity of your partner, don't tell them about your old life, because ina depend pia na maturity ya mtu. Kuna mtu utambia about your old life or your old secrets, but because their maturity is not to the level you are expecting, they go spilling things to different people. So be careful. And remember, when your partner trusts you with something, you should keep it, conceal it as if it's your own. But there's always one thing. Whenever two people are in a room with no clothes, all the lies that are told, they might seem true. But zingine, it's just lies of the moment. You should have a difference of knowing the actual truth and the reality of a lie, or it was just for some time or the pleasure. And another thing, there are times tunapata kwa relationship, maybe the guy doesn't take alcohol, the lady takes alcohol, it brings problems. Sit down, talk about it, know the way to solve that problem, because it will bring a problem surely to your relationship. Yeah. And another thing, always trust in the Lord. Always put God first in your relationship. May you always pray together, so that prayer strengthens that relationship or that home you want to rebuild with your partner. And maturity is really important in a relationship sahi. Ndio tunasoma hizi vitu za do's, don'ts, lines you should cross, lines you shouldn't cross. But there's one thing I've realized. Even if your partner is how bad and you tell their people, those are their people. They will always love that person, be it what or what. They might be mad at that time, but after that, they'll still forgive that person, and that person will continue being their person. So tunakuwa na hizo differences, tunaelewa. The same case, I go to my side people, I tell them what. Sometimes relationship is about two people. But most of the times, why we tend kufika point ya ku talk out, it's when we see it's toxic. And remember guys, there is no bad thing as staying in a toxic relationship, or whereby either the two of you are toxic or either one of you is toxic, because you two won't grow. And tuko past zile vitu za I can't do laundry, I can't cook, I can't because my wife is available. I guess in a relationship we should just know this. There's a time we should help each other. We should be there for each other. Your wife feels tired that day, make her supper. It won't pain, it won't do anything. Na usiseme itakuwa mazoea. It is a once in a while thing. Because you are rebuilding your relationship, you're rebuilding your trust. You want things to be okay between you two. And there's no sweet relationship of whereby you two participate in doing things. You gossip, you make jokes, you play games, you entertain yourself with so many different things. At least ina keep the relationship alive. Unajua kuna ile time unaonanga couples wakigossip, especially about mtu anachukia watu wawili. The gist is usually nice. At least it brings back a lot of moments. Zile za kitambo, zile za nini. You know, we should always relive like we are in those olden days of when you met. When you met, everything was smiley. You were talking, you were making fun, you were making jokes. You would talk about a lot of things. Let a relationship stick to that. There are ups and downs in a relationship, but what I can tell you, with effort, prayer, communication, togetherness, and most of all, friendship, your relationship can fight anything. Your relationship can win. And never allow your friends come in between your relationship. The relationships you might see they are better, but you don't live with those people. You don't know what goes on. Appreciate hiyo yako uko nayo, hiyo kidogo. Hizo vitu kidogo kidogo mnafanya pamoja. Appreciate them. Ndio at least at some moment in life you will come remember. There was a time our relationship was on the down, but we overcame the down and so here we are on the top. There's no beautiful relationship without battles, without challenges, without failure. I'm speaking this out of my own experience. Nime realize relationship most fail because of friendship, lack of trust, lack of friendship, lack of communication. And whereby tunataka relationships zetu zifanane like mtu fulani wa fulani. You see, like the way we see Bahati and Diana trending, like the way we see Millie wa Jesus, they're trending. We want to be like them, but there's one thing we forget. Remember, their sources of income is different from sisi wengine. Maybe hatujafika hapo kiwango, so let us try to grow. But the problem is, uvumilie in bad times, then good times zikuje, and then this guy changes and wants to change another lady who is on a higher class. I don't know why it happens, but remember, we went through struggles together. We went through bad days together. Make me feel I'm also going to be in your good days. Also make me feel I'm a priority in those good days. There's no woman who is better than me. And remember, madam, there is no enemy to another woman. Our men are the enemies to those two women. Because if your man respected you enough, he wouldn't have gone with that lady. And if he was truly in love with you, he'll draw the line and say, line usipite ya bibi yangu. Don't do this to my wife. Don't involve my wife in shady things. Don't communicate to my wife. Because huyu jamaa ana respect bibi yake. But whereby you see the man is telling, they'll always say bad things about their wife. But at the end of the day, remember, they always go back to those same people. And as ladies, we come here crashing with each other, talking bad things about each other, forgetting the center point, which is the man. He is the ultimate cause of whatever is going on. So let us love ourselves more. Let us appreciate ourselves more. No woman is an enemy of the other woman. it is your man that entertains the other woman and makes the other woman feel she has a place and she has a say. So guys, I hope you've liked the video. So click on the button and like. Do's and don'ts in a relationship, why at times we fail in these relationships. So please, let's up our game. Communication, friendship, honesty, trust. It's difficult, but once you are able to withstand it, you are able to enjoy each bit of it. Thank you guys. See you in my next video.